Welcome back to S.WigginsTV. I'm your host, Worldwide Wiggins. And today, we got something really cool finna go down. Today, we gonna cover the names of different gangs before they became that gang. You ever wonder, like, what was the name of such and such before they became such and such? Well, I wonder what their name was back in the day. Let's get straight to it. You got the Main Street Crips, or Main Street Mafia Crips, however you want to put it. You know what they used to be called? This one is really cool. Money, Sex, and Cadillacs. That's hard right there. I ain't gonna lie. That's hard right there. Yeah. This was way back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I said this on my Forgotten Hoods in LA episode. I think the one before the season finale, where I told y'all Wesley Pipes is from East Coast. And shouts out to Main Street, you know, and it used to be a 83rd Street Main Street Crip, you know what I'm saying? So the MSC actually used to be Money, Sex, and Cadillacs back in the day. I'm talking way back. Now, moving along, you got the Schoolyard Crips. You know what they used to be called back in the day? Well, this one right here gonna be a little controversial, but they was actually, I heard, Midtown family, man. Yeah, people said they used to actually be Damus back in the day. Now, I don't know how true it is, but hey, they was at Queen Anne Park. You know, they used to do their thing over there, and yeah, man, shouts out to them. All right, now I'm finna test you. I bet you don't know what Inglewood families used to be called. Let's see how good you is. Inglewood Family Bloods, they used to be called the Chain Gang. I heard this for a long time. Hey, you got to give it to Inglewood families, man, you know, and I always do, you know. From what I heard from the older homies, like, Inglewood Family Gangster Bloods is one of the sets that really gave it back to the Crips. It really stood up, you know what I mean? And like I told y'all, when you really from the streets, it's always that one enemy go, like, hey, I ain't gonna lie, F them ninjas over there, but that dude right there, yeah, he pulled up over here and gave it to us. You know what I'm saying? You can't do nothing but respect him, man. Matter of fact, one of my OG Crip homies told me, hey, man, Inglewood Families was the first one to start busting at us. Like for real, you know, I can say that because, you know, I ain't giving no names, but yeah, he said Inglewood Families was the first one to up the skull with the gunplay, like really come over like, oh yeah, oh hey, we ain't doing no more jumping. Boom, boom. Yeah, for sure. Moving along. Now, what about By Yourself Gangsta Crips? You know, I got to give some, you know, smaller hoods some shine. They used to be known as the By Yourself Hustler Crips out West LA. Like, you gonna hear in a lot of clips to come. First things first, a lot of Crips used to be hustlers. Not just Crips, Bloods. A lot of gangs used to be hustlers, bro. And I got an episode on there coming real soon. By Yourself Gangster Crips is located in West LA off of Fairfax and Pico. Salute. I was supposed to do an interview with somebody, but they over here, you're playing games, you know, call my number. I'm like Mike Jones, 213-436-1296. S.Wiggins in this, okay, don't get me started. All right, 11A Gangsta Crip. I bet you don't know what they was before they was, you know what I mean, over in Hawthorne. They was 11A Rotted Gang. Shameless plug. We found that out on my channel because I'm the first person to interview a 11A Gangsta Crip. They used to be RG, the homie told me Respect Gang, you got Rotted Gang, but shouts out to Slowpoke himself. He told me it was Rotted Gang, man. So, you know, I love learning stuff like that. And right now, shouts out to, you know, Hawthorne Thug Families, and U-Mob, and Acacia Block Hustlers, but 11A is now considered like the big Crips in Hawthorne, like the most, you know, kind of, you know, well known. Like, you know, I ain't gonna say the most reputable, even though I could, but, you know, they like the most, you know what I mean? Like the top dogs out there, the hogs out there. Moving along. All right. What about Avenue Paru Gang? Let's see if you remember. Let's see if you know, this is a test before the giveaway. You know what used to be over there in the Avenue Paru? Yeah, they used to be called the Quarter Boys. Now, I said this already in Forgotten Hoods. Before the Paru identity and all that, the area Over there used to be full of money-making ninjas selling dope, allegedly. And they call themselves the quarter boys. Yeah, if you ain't spending 25 on up, by the way, I'm not one of them hustlers, bro. Hypothetically, if I was dealing, you got $5, you gonna leave with something. I'm a hustler for real. Next, you got a two-way. I got a two-way surprise for y'all. You know what the Insan Crips used to be called? Let's see if you know. Let's test your knowledge. Well, they used to be called the Insan Payback Crips. Wiggins, that sound familiar, like another hood we'd have heard of. Yup. Did you know the Payback Crips and Insan Crips used to be one? It all originated in Long Beach with Barefoot Pookie. Now, Big Slim and I believe Taco, don't quote me on it, brought the Paybacks out to Gardena. You know what I mean? That's when they became, the Gardena Payback Crips. And the ones in Long Beach, they just eventually became the Insan Crips. Yup. It's real history for your ass. What about the Rolling 20 Neighborhood Bloods? Now, I'm really finna test you. What you know? Let's see what you know. Rolling 20 Neighborhood Bloods, it used to be the Hoover Park families, man. Now, before you weirdos get on here and say, man, Wiggins, you wrong, man. Rolling 20s wasn't no Hoovers. Now, read that over again, man. Go ahead, read it over again. I never said they was Hoovers. I said they was Hoover Park family Bloods. It's not your fault. Your parents is cousins. Rolling 20 Bloods got a few parks in their turf, and they originated as Hoover Park family Bloods. And over the years, eventually turned into Rolling 20 Neighborhood Bloods. All right? What about Front Hood Compton Crips? You know what they used to be called? The Front Brothers Incorporated. OG Bam, if you watching this, call me ASAP. I see your message. I'm just now seeing you. Call me ASAP, bro. In Compton, it's common for Crip alliances to use acronyms such as Nutty, Nutty Block, Southside Atlantic, NSA. Like the agent people, and ATF, Acacia Town Farm. You catch my drift? Before they was Front Hood Compton Crips, they was known as Front Brothers Incorporated, like FBI, or just FB for short, or just Front Brothers for short. Alrighty. What about the Nutty Block Compton Crips? Well, they used to be known as the Grandy Compton Crips, or the original Grandy. When Crippin' came to Compton, they would hold their meetings in the notorious apartments known as the Grandies. It is a well-known fact that the Nutty Block Compton Crips was known at one point as Grandy Compton Crips. Even Tookie, Raymond Washington, and countless other known Crip figures used to come over there at one point. What about the non-faux Hoovers? You know that one? You gotta be a real Wixer to know that one. Huh? Now, I'm not gonna say that's what they was, but we know where they came from. The non-faux Hoovers really came from non-faux Broadways. Shouts out to Boom Master, I had to take that interview down, but we got another one coming up, man. There's a lot of things happen behind the scenes, man, but we gonna drop a second one on y'all behind, man. What about Ladies First Choice, Gangsta Crips in West LA? You got to be a Wixter of Wixters of all Wixters to know that one right there. Because I'm the first and only person to ever interview a Ladies First Choice, Gangsta Crip. But I can't knock you if you don't know this one, man, because this is way back. The LFC Gangsta Crip was originally founded as a PTSD crew, and they was known as the Lovin', Effin', and Chillin'. That's dope. All right, let's take it all home, man. What about the Mac Mafia Crips that I just interviewed? Shouts out to them, too. You know what they used to be called? I'm going to go off of this one, man, that I heard recently, and I've been hearing. They was known as Andy Block, you know what I'm saying, back in the day. And that's something that we forgot to cover in our interview, but I just figured it was, appropriate that y'all should know. But yeah, this was a fun one, man. I think I'm gonna turn this into a series, man. A lot of hoods had different names. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, man. I'll at your boy. I'm out of here.